One of the things we obsess over as trumpeters is high register. Some of that pressure comes from within, some comes from our peers, and some of that pressure comes from ensemble directors that we work with. But high register is an important aspect of our trumpet playing. So if you're trying to improve yours, there are a couple things to keep in mind. Number one is to go at it slowly. And number two, don't compare yourself to other trumpeters. Comparison robs you of joy, as someone famous once said, who I can't remember who that is. But it's true. Don't compare yourself to other people. Go at it at your personal rate, because that's ultimately going to be what's most efficient and the best strategy for you. Now, when I was in high school, I had just gotten my braces off, and I was having to get used to playing trumpet without braces, which is its own nasty little time period that a lot of trumpeters go through. And my teacher told me some great advice. She said, work your high register a half a step at a time. So that's what I did. The first week, I took chromatic scales. I assessed what my top note was, where was I comfortable playing with a 90% accuracy rate with great breath support, good embouchure, and not jamming the mouthpiece down the back of my throat. And that first week, I only went that high. The second week, I took it a half a step higher using chromatic patterns that I either made up or were from the Arban book. Once that top note was 90% accurate, and I was hitting it with a great embouchure, not jamming the mouthpiece down the back of my throat, then I went a half a step higher. Now, sometimes that would take me 1 week, 2 weeks, or maybe 3 weeks even, but I didn't go any higher till I was really comfortable on that top note. Then I went another half a step. The chromatic patterns were really important here because chromatics are so incremental that you don't have as much chance to change your embouchure and to work too hard playing the next higher note. One of our tendencies is to clamp the embouchure down way too much. We change our chops, way overwork them, trying to play higher. And what you find as you get stronger is that it takes less work to play high than you realize. And so it takes less effort to play better, which is kind of counterintuitive, but actually occurs a lot in human nature. It's human nature to work much harder than we think with something that we psychologically perceive as very difficult. And what we need to do to play it correctly is actually use less effort, just better effort. So the chromatics were really important in this aspect. So keep that in mind if you're working your high register this summer. Go half a step at a time, don't compare with other people, and go slowly, very slowly. And you might find yourself improving at a really nice rate. Have fun with it and enjoy.